John Marston had been through countless battles and near-death experiences in his mission to take down the last remaining members of his former gang. But nothing could have prepared him for what was about to happen in the final part of his campaign. As John found himself surrounded by a horde of enemy gunslingers, his heart raced with adrenaline as he braced himself for the inevitable. He knew that this could be the end, that he may never see his family again. But just as he closed his eyes, ready to meet his fate, a portal suddenly appeared out of thin air. With no time to question what was happening, John felt himself being pulled through the portal at lightning speed. When he finally landed on solid ground, he looked around in confusion. This was not the Wild West that he knew. Instead, he found himself in a bustling city filled with neon lights and futuristic buildings. Before he had a chance to gather his thoughts, a man approached him with a smirk on his face. "Hey there, partner, name's Big Smoke. Welcome to Los Santos," the man said with a chuckle. John Marston struggled to comprehend the situation he was in. How had he been brought to this strange new world? And why was this man named Big Smoke acting as if it were all just a casual occurrence? Before he could voice his confusion, another man approached, this one with a mischievous glint in his eyes. Well, look who we got here. It's John Marston, the legendary outlaw himself. Ain't this a surprise?" the man said, his voice dripping with sarcasm. It was Ryder, a familiar face from the past. John couldn't believe his eyes. These two men seemed to be taking his appearance in their city with a strange sense of humor. As John tried to make sense of his new surroundings, back in the Wild West, the enemy gunslingers struggled to locate him. Their chances of killing John Marston were slipping away with each passing moment, as he remained hidden in this new, unfamiliar land. Meanwhile, as John Marston began to slowly acclimate to his new surroundings, Ryder took it upon himself to show him around the city. They spent hours exploring the neon-lit streets of Los Santos at night, the vibrant colors of the city illuminating their path. As they navigated through the bustling streets, John couldn't help but feel a sense of wonder at this futuristic version of Los Santos. It was a far cry from the rugged landscapes of the Wild West that he was used to, but there was something exhilarating about the city's energy that captivated him. With Ryder by his side, cracking jokes and making light of the situation, John Marston began to feel a sense of camaraderie with his new ally. Despite the uncertainty of his circumstances, there was a bond forming between them that John couldn't ignore. As the night wore on, John Marston found himself embracing the chaos of this new world. He may have been far from home, but in that moment, surrounded by the lights and laughter of Los Santos, he felt a sense of freedom that he had never experienced before. And so, as the enemy gunslingers searched in vain for their elusive target, John Marston found himself embarking on a new chapter of his life, one filled with unexpected twists and turns, but also with the promise of adventure and excitement that he had never before imagined.